Oklahoma on Oklahoma Sports Network for this wonderful broadcast of Bethany Broncos high school football. They're taking on the Tecumseh football team tonight, coming out of Tecumseh, Oklahoma. Tecumseh is not ranked currently. They are 3-5. They've run into a run of bad luck. They've been beaten handily by many teams, and for a still technically, mathematically in it for the playoffs, but Bethany really seems to be sitting comfortably in that number 3 spot in District 4A2. Tecumseh second from the bottom. Only Medill is underneath them, and we'll take on Medill next week for Senior Week. National anthem, so I'll shut up. Back live here in Bethany at Southern Nazarene University Stadium here for Bethany High School football. We've got the Bethany Broncos taking on the Tecumseh Savages, and the coin toss is about to get underway here with our captains out there. Judson Gilliland, of course, Devontae Melton, Connor Eskridge, senior wide receiver defensive back. Don't think we saw him last week. And then we did see him last week, Ben Saylor, number 65, senior offensive lineman and defensive lineman as well out there for the Broncos. Gilliland currently leading the team in both rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, and thirdly also leading the team in total tackles with 82 according to Max Prep statistical data here. But it also shows Jackson Payne has 1,500 passing yards. We were sort of skeptical about that one, Brennan, but it's very possible with those early blowout wins that he just went ham and threw a lot of yards and really just aired the ball out.
Yeah, for sure. It does seem like quite a bit of passing yards, but after looking back and thinking about the previous games, it doesn't seem, out of the ordinary.
Not totally outlandish, but it is a high amount of passing yards, 1,528. He's having himself quite a season, 14 touchdowns. Jackson Payne, the senior. Team is getting ready to take the field here on what is a beautiful night, clear for miles, not a cloud in the sky. We're supposed to get plenty of rain tomorrow, especially during that OU game. I saw they moved the kickoff up an hour, actually, because of the weather forecast. Cheap tickets, too, if you guys want to go.
I know, I did see it. It was like $12.
Right?
I wanted to go, but
we saw literally $54 for 30-yard line front row seats if you want to go to the OU game tomorrow. If you want to watch sit Maine in the rain.
Wait,
Maine and rain. $64 for front row, like right there on the 30.
We went and watched that horrible South Carolina game, and we were
right about there.
Right about there for $50. I think
this should hopefully be a better result. Hard to say.
That's
but
Maine.
Certainly tonight, Bethany will have a better result against Tecumseh if anything on paper plays out the way it should. And of course, games are not played on paper; they are played on the field. But Tecumseh comes in here 3-5, 1-4 in district play. They have not been super competitive against the teams they've played so far. Bethany coming in, of course, 6-2, looking to run the table on the rest of the season here. They've got this game against Tecumseh, and then Medill next week should also be an easy one. An interesting fact about Medill that I shared with my booth earlier, they've been outscored in district play in their 4 games, 167-6. So that's a nice one to have next week for senior night, and the Broncos take the field. Tecumseh coming into this game after a heartbreaking loss last week to Chickasha in overtime, 47-41. That's one that they'll wish they could have won. Week before that, they played Tuttle, lost that one 57-6. Week before that was Blanchard, lost that one 34-7. So something of a murderer's row there, having to play Blanchard and Tuttle back-to-back. Wouldn't know about doing that, would we? Playing Blanchard and Tuttle back-to-back, huh? Wouldn't know anything about that, huh?
Not really. No, we didn't see those 2 games.
We definitely did, and, hey, we were more competitive than these Tecumseh boys. So Tecumseh ready to kick off, having to rush the cheerleaders off the field to get these boys prepared.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
They came in from an hour out, and they're ready to play some football. Who was I thinking of that is – it's not Tecumseh, but it's – Tahlequah. I was thinking of Tahlequah. Tecumseh is not Tahlequah. But Bethany coming in, of course, having won last week at Ardmore 41-9. Really, it wasn't even that close if you were there. And, of course, the win against Hera the week before, 42-7, another team that Tecumseh has lost to. So, on paper, says this one should be a good one for the Broncos and pick up another win on their way to what will be another playoff berth as we get set to get underway here. Short kick, little pooch down the right side and received on the sideline just behind the 30. juking, jiving, and moving just up to about the 33 or 34. So Bethany will start here with pretty good field position. Looks like the return was, is that Brock Cross?
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought these purple on gray were easy to see when we got pregame, and now I don't know. I guess we're getting fogged up in the windows as the temperature changes.
And that guy on the grill really throws up some
Oh,
fog.
yeah, that's smoke, man. Hey, he does a good job, though. Those
He does.
burgers are fantastic. Love that. I think that's the Booster Club over there that does that. So here we go. Jackson Payne in the pistol. Judson Gilliland behind him donned a compression sleeve since we saw him out there on the coin toss. And they'll hand it off to Gilliland. No surprises there. Trying to juke some people out of their shoes and brings it up to about the 35-yard line for a quick little 3-yard gain on first down. Gilliland, the heart and soul of this team.
Yeah, I'd assume he's going to get a lot of touches tonight.
Would like to see Jackson Payne get to air it out, especially with receivers like Wyatt Geisler and then given Evanson Malaska, the speedster, seeing a lot more snaps in recent weeks. He's there at the bottom of your screen, out wide to Payne's right. And Payne options out, motion to the left, and they direct snap to Gilliland, trying to catch the defense off guard. Defense is pretty much ready for it, though. Tecumseh comes in and gang tackles Gilliland. Gain of about only maybe 2, 3.
Yeah,
Didn't quite catch him off guard like they intended.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that so far.
No, it caught me
moving,
off guard.
Yeah, him moving from the quarterback's position into a wide receiver.
It's very clever to use that kind of motion and deceive the defense into thinking, hey, Payne could throw it, and then all of a sudden he's running over. So they're going to spread out 4 wide here on third down. Payne will throw to his right. He's got his receiver. That's number 5, Seth Greiner, who catches the ball, picks up enough for a first down. Third downs have been something of a problem, something of a crux for Bethany's offense in the past few weeks, so it's nice to see them pick up an easy first down on that drive.
Yeah, I totally agree. Great play call after running the ball 2 times in a row.
And we get to see Payne air it out a little bit. See if they try to let him take a shot downfield. We've still got a 4 wide receiver set. I'm going to motion one from left to right. Hand it off to Gilliland up the middle, making people miss, and he gets a nice chunk of yards on this one, about 8 yards for Gilliland.
This is kind of a slower pace than we've seen so far. Usually they like to go just a little bit quicker, but I'd assume they just want to take their time and get everything they can.
I think that's the smart move, especially considering that you don't want to just look ahead past your opponents that are coming up on your schedule, but yeah. I think they know that they need to think about the playoffs a little bit because they're probably going to get these 2 wins. They need to, they don't need to play too aggressively here. I formation, Payne going with the hard count to try to draw the defense off sides. Melton behind him in a fullback formation, and they're going to go ahead and take a timeout. So we will take a quick timeout here ourselves. You're listening and watching to Bethany High School Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Stadium for Bethany Broncos football versus Tecumseh tonight. It is 9:57 remaining here in the first quarter play. Scoreless game. Bethany in possession here with second and short. Quick pitch out of the I formation to Gilliland, breaking free down the middle, 25-20 to the 15-10. He's going to go. Goodbye, Judson Gilliland.
Really good blocking by the secondary for Bethany right there, containing the edge well, picking up blocks, and just a great juke and jive and the speedster Gilliland right there.
Everybody did what they needed to do on that play, without a doubt.
So his speed shows. He just separated from the defense really quickly.
So with 9:44 left to go now in the first, that's our first score. Gilliland breaking free for a touchdown of, I think that was about 40 yards. Big-time play from a big-time player on this squad. Griffin Tarrant out for the extra point. And he nails it, so it's going to make that a 7-0 lead here for the Broncos early in the first quarter. 9:44 to go. We'll be right back with more Bethany Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for Bethany Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Philip Rodriguez, Brennan Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, and honorary Keegan Rodriguez all here with you tonight to bring you our weekly broadcast of Bethany Broncos football. Broncos rushing out to a 7-0 lead behind a 40-yard Judson Gilliland rushing touchdown, weaving all across the field down a wide open hole down the middle that his offensive line opened up for him. Gives Bethany a confident 7-0 lead here as they get set to kick off. And they do their stutter step fake out that they always do when Calderon is the kicker. He's got a heck of a leg. We'll see if he can knock it out the back of the end zone like he has so many times before. Good boot, lots of height on it, but not a lot of length, taking it about the 16. Backtracking is the returner all the way back to the 13. We'll take a negative return all day, pinning Tecumseh further back in their own territory.
Yeah, those are one of those moments for Tecumseh where you want to tell that guy, don't do too much. You know, just return it and get what you can.
I think that's what I heard Kirk Herbstreit say it 100,000 times when I was playing NCAA 14. That's pressing. You don't want to press. That's pressing too much. So with 9:36 here remaining in the first, Tecumseh will take over for their first offensive drive. Quarterback Holland Barnes in the pistol. He'll hand it off, and he's immediately swarmed, the ball carrier, in the backfield, or right at about the line of scrimmage. If he picked up anything, it was maybe a yard. I think he lost about a half yard, actually.
Yes, sir. When you were doing a little bit of your film study, you were talking about, did you see them throw the ball very much, or was it, more ground game than anything?
It seemed like it was definitely more ground game. Their quarterback only averages about 125 pass yards, 107 pass yards a game, I believe.
Right.
Whereas their leading rusher averages closer to 120, 130 yards per game. So definitely an offense that's more predicated on running the ball without a doubt. And I think that's favorable for our defense.
Yeah, it is. We have a really good run defense.
So it looks like they even run a little bit of a flex bone. They hand it off up the middle there to the fullback, and he picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Nice carry. I believe that is number 25, Wyatt McElfresh.
Hey, but we also have a very good secondary as well with Malaska at corner.
That's the truth.
They did really good last week.
If they do try to go over the top, I think we can defend them. But so far, I do think, based on what I watched, it was definitely more of a running offense, and based on what we've seen, it almost looks like Ardmore, but now they spread out more in a traditional shotgun set. 3 wide receivers to his left. Hollins will throw. Pocket collapses pretty quickly, so he rolls out to his right, and it's intercepted. He throws it straight to Malaska. What a play by Evanson Malaska.
And just like I was just saying, we have Malaska at defense, able to cover.
Reverse curse of the commentator there, yeah. Say something about the secondary, and there they go making a play. Love to see it. Malaska picking up another interception.
Yeah, you just can't talk about the kicker.
That'll get us very favorable field position now, starting this drive from the 34-yard line of Tecumseh. And Gilliland actually split out as a wide receiver on this one here. Devontae Melton as the H-back up against the line, and Payne alone in the shotgun. Fakes a draw, and he's going to go deep over the middle. Has a man caught inside the 5 down at the 2-yard line. Is that Malaska again?
No, I think that was number 21.
Wyatt Geisler.
Yes.
Wyatt Geisler making a huge play. Definitely the big hands on the team in terms of big catches.
Yeah, and
he makes another one right there.
That's what happens when you leave the middle of the field open.
He's going to take that all day. I want to say they tried to run that play a few times just in previous matchups, and they didn't always get it. But, man, when Geisler hits that fly route over the middle or that post, or you're the football mind here. But Gilliland now taking the direct snap, and he pitches it out real quick to his receiver, who squirts in for a touchdown.
I think that was Geisler again.
I was pretty sure it was also, but I couldn't 100% tell by the number. So Wyatt Geisler in now for a rushing touchdown, and the Broncos are on the board again. So 7:30 remaining, 13-0 lead. Go ahead, Brendan. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. I just was going to say really good 2 possessions for Bethany to get up pretty big in this first half.
Yeah, I don't even know if against Ardmore last week if we scored on both of our first 2 possessions. We might have had at least 1 punt or 1 3-and-out, something along those lines. So to be 2 for 2 on the first 2 drives is definitely something to be proud of here. And it looked like maybe even Tecumseh jumped off the line early on that one, but Griffin Tarrant still slides it in. Speaking of 2 for 2, he's good on that extra point. Right, or did he miss it?
He missed it. He hit the top of the left
upright. Oh, goodness. Well, that's how it goes. So we're 2 for 2 on touchdown drives at least. It's 13-0 Bethany, 7:30 left to go. Bethany High School football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back live here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium here for Bethany High School football. We are taking on Tecumseh here as Calderon kicks off after our second touchdown scored on the ground. Once again, their kick returners backtracking a little bit, picks it up and gets the ball about to the 19. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 1 from Judson Gilliland, 1 from Wyatt Geisler. Defense has been good, too. Evanson Malaska pulling in the interception on Tecumseh's only drive so far.
Yeah, it seems like Malaska always has that one-on-one, and we've seen previously
he does
that
really
they like
great
to go on those one-on-ones, and he's done phenomenal.
So quick pitch out left to the ball carrier here, and Bethany will pursue him all the way behind the line and pull him down. I think that is number 23 there, Zant Sheary, their senior running back and defensive back and kick returner. Has a habit of running backwards, though. Yikes.
Yeah, that was 2 that he has had in his possession and kind of try to cut back the other way, which is not working out.
No, it's really not. Sawyer Yates getting a lot of action. I see my guy checking in down there. Love to see it. 7 minutes left exactly here in the first. Bethany leading 13-0. Seen pretty much what we expected from this Tecumseh offense, although I say that, now we get a different look. Bit of a, goodness gracious, I just blanked. Bit of a wildcat formation there with the wide receiver in the backfield. Didn't really work out for him, though. They motion a wide receiver from the right, handed off to him, hit for another big loss. It's 3rd and a bajillion miles.
Yeah, that was Breck Brady that got in the backfield right there and just held onto his jersey for a great loss of yardage.
I think it was about 10 yards that they lost on that one. That was rough. This Tecumseh offense so far, going backwards and turning the ball over. It's been tough sledding for these guys, and it's really about what we expected, considering what we had seen in terms of the head-to-head record of these two teams, who they played, etc., etc. Could be a rough, long night for Tecumseh here. They'll hand off to the running back, and they fool the whole defense. Oh, my, curse of the commentator. It's the running back again, Sheary, and I think he picked up enough for the first down. Flag down at the end of the game, or flag down at the end of the play, might be for some extracurriculars on Bethany.
Oh, they're going to give sideline warning, I'd presume. They're telling everybody to scoot back.
They are. I did notice they were really kind of crowding up there. Yeah. That was interesting.
That's one way to really upset your offensive coordinator early.
Also interesting, though, Zant Sheary, after we were up here, not necessarily bad-mouthing the kid, but observing that he kept running backwards. Boy, he ran forwards on that play. My goodness, picks up a huge first down on 3rd and a mile. They do a little halfback draw, somehow fooled the entire defense.
Yeah, everybody slid to the left, and it just left him with the wide-open racetrack.
5:43 left to go. Tecumseh now with a 1st and 10 on their own 35. 2 backs behind the quarterback. He hands off to one of them. That's Sheary again. Gets maybe a yard, and he goes down.
Yeah, that was Devontae Melton on the tackle, and I think he tackled him with one arm.
That's all he needs. Big guy like Melton. I will say Sheary's very shifty. He's not big. Listed at 5'6", 145 on the official roster. And he looks every inch of it. For disclosure reasons, I am myself 5'8", so I cannot talk badly about we short kings.
And it seems like Sawyer Yates is going to get a lot of snaps tonight at defensive line.
I'm happy about it. If we have a defensive line anchoring against a rushing attack like this, it's going to work. And he's proven he can get stops on the run.
Yeah.
Handoff here, number 3 to the outside. That is Braxton Meyer. Pardon me, that's not Braxton Meyer. That is Jackie Owens for Tecumseh Savages there. But now those run plays have not worked out super well for them there after some creative ones earlier. And Jackie Owens, or Ja'Kai Owens, was also the wide receiver that took the snap on that wildcat formation earlier that they had that lost so many yards.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of team that'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, surely, yeah. Didn't see a lot of kicking game from them. It's an interesting play here, sort of a flex bone. They hand off to the wing back, who's Sheary, and there's some confusion as he gets pulled down behind the line. Great defensive play by Bethany. Take advantage of the stutter steps and mistakes there on the offense and swallow him up.
And try to guess who that was. That was Gillen that had the big stop right there. Huge hit. Did not fool anybody.
His pursuit is excellent, and he just knows where the ball is, and he's going to go there.
That's what you want and expect from your top athlete.
So 3:40 left to go in the first. Tecumseh will actually punt here. Oh, nearly blocked. Was that Brady that nearly got in there?
Yeah, I feel like he could have had that.
Punt taken at the 35. Lots of running room for Brock Cross here as he takes it across midfield, inside the 40, inside the 35, all the way down to the 32-yard line. Great return from Brock Cross. I believe I heard either possibly a coach, maybe a fan, sort of out in the stadium concourse earlier talking about how on special teams there were some things that weren't quite where they needed to be in previous weeks. This week, special teams, other than the missed extra point, has been really solid.
Yeah, I agree.
Kick returns have been good. Kickoffs have been good. We haven't seen any punting, which, hey, we'll take that all night. So sets up with nice field position here at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Jackson Payne and company. Judson Gilliland back there in the shotgun with him, and he'll get the pitch left side and pick up about 8 yards on the first play.
Yeah, just lowering his shoulder, dough popping. That comes to secondary.
Dough popping?
Dough popping, yep. Did you ever use that word?
No.
Dough pop?
Are we popping dough, like making pizza?
I don't know. It's just I guess it's a little southern thing.
Making biscuits? You needing some
dough
biscuits
popped.
down there? Tell you what.
I'm a dough pop you, son.
2:55 remaining here in the first. Bethany got a 2nd and 3 from the 25. Payne's going to pass it here. Pump fake,
Oh,
has a
what a
man
look.
open right into the breadbasket. Is that Geisler again?
I believe so.
Man, when it rains, it pours, and Bethany is raining touchdowns right now.
That was a really good play call, going to the far side and just faking a short route and having a long route right there and just having the defensive guys bite on it, just right over the top.
First passing touchdown of the night for Jackson Payne, and it's something that we my words are all over the place tonight. Something that we sort of talked about before the game was, or earlier in the game, was maybe that Jackson Payne would get an opportunity to air it out and increase that passing yardage total. He certainly has been able to do that so far tonight. Tarrant gets the kick up, whistle's blowing. Is he going to get another shot?
And they're
just going to mark it.
Yeah, they declined it.
Incomplete, declined the penalty.
Yeah.
So the kick is good. So Griffin Tarrant 2 for 3 on extra point, stretches it up to 20-0. Bethany Broncos in the lead. 2:43 left here in the first quarter. Bethany Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany Broncos taking on Tecumseh here. They just scored with Jackson Payne hitting Wyatt Geisler on a long touchdown left side for a score to put the Broncos up 19-0. We're going to have a re-kick on the extra point, though, after a penalty invalidated the last one. And this one is going to go through as well. So score still 20-0 here. 2:43 remaining in the game. I think we'll just go ahead and stay on here because the kickoff will be coming shortly. So Geisler now a touchdown through the air as well as a touchdown on the ground. Scored the second score of the game on a quick little handoff, little end around. Team has Broncos looking good on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, I agree. A defensive stop, really good. Obviously we have a really good run stop defense for sure. But yeah, the offense is just tearing it up, and as long as our defense gets 3 and outs, we're just going to keep scoring.
Yeah, it really could be a long night if you're a Tecumseh fan, which honestly we thought that their support didn't look like there were too many early on. They're all here now. Oh, and they tried the little pooch kick. They actually do the flinch.
Oh,
but they're going to call it a false start.
And, of course,
the one time I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah,
they do the little flinch on the kickoff, and they actually go for the little onside squibby.
Darn it.
But I think somebody got off the line just a little too fast on the kickoff, so they're going to call that, I forget if it's a legal procedure, I believe is officially the term. Moves them back 5 yards on that kickoff.
Yeah, I feel like that's something pretty tough to get done in high school. I feel like there's a lot of errors that can happen.
Surely they practice it with as often as they do it, though.
Yeah, but sometimes,
you get a little too excited, though.
In practice, there's not really referees, so you don't know if you're offsides.
That is true. So re-kick here from the 30. Calderon boots it, received from the 15 by Sheary. Going backwards again. Gets past the 20 and goes out just about there. It reminds me, when we used to play football in my front yard back when I was in high school in Deer Creek, back in the 2000s. Now, there's a family across the street of, they had 5 sons, I think, the Murphys, and there's little Evan. Evan was a great runner, but he would always go backwards on plays, and we had to tell him, Evan, you can't go backwards. You can go sideways, but don't go backwards.
Yeah.
Always went backwards, that kid. He showed out, though. He played a lot more high school football than I did. I'll tell you that. So Broncos here with a nice 20-0 lead. First quarter almost coming to a close. Still 2.5 minutes left. Tecumseh starting another offensive drive. They have not had a lot of success so far in this game, aside from one nice long run from Sheary. They hand off real quick to Barnes, and he gets nowhere.
Yeah, like we said before, just really good defensive stop for Bethany.
Running up the middle really just seems kind of like a fool's errand for Tecumseh at this point. They keep trying, but...
And they even keep trying the outside, and that hasn't worked either.
I guess that's why they keep trying the middle, because the outside isn't working either. So you're just going to keep trying, just bang your head against the two walls until one of them breaks, I guess. 2nd and 10 after the first play gets them nothing. Tecumseh motioning a wing back out from the right. Fake pitch as Hollins rolls out to his right. Another interception, one-handed in return for a touchdown. Is that Malaska again?
That is Gilliland.
That's Gilliland! Judson Gilliland with the pick 6. I can't tell if that smoke is coming from the burger grill or if it's coming from Judson Gilliland's shoes, because he burned everybody on the way into the end zone.
He did a really good job being a linebacker and just being a spy on the quarterback and waiting for him to throw it. And he was in the right spot at the right time.
Looking like Garrett Wilson from my Jets last night with that one-handed grab.
Oh, yeah.
Love to see it. So 26-0. The score on the scoreboard now in the first quarter. 1:44 left to play. Tecumseh may be wondering if they should have made the trip. Why do they like to blow the whistle so early on the field goals? I'm really confused by that. This is something that I'm got another penalty. I guess Tecumseh keeps doing something on the extra points. Because I was going to say, we have not seen extra points blown dead at this rate in any other contest that we've commentated on here so far.
I think Tecumseh is just really trying to, for some reason, block the kick.
They've had a couple of really good jumps where they got very close, but honestly, the one that they got closest on, I think they didn't call offsides on when they should have. So we'll have a re-kick here. 26-0 is the lead. Tarrant trying to hit another extra point, and that one is good. 27-0. Broncos in the lead. 1:44 left to go in the first. Big lead for so early in the game. We'll be back with more Bethany Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for the Bethany Broncos, taking on the Tecumseh Savages. We've got 1:44 remaining here in this first quarter of play with the Broncos leading 27-0. They just keep scoring. Last one coming from Judson Gilliland, his second score of the game, but this time on defense, intercepting a intercepting a Holland Barnes touchdown. Holland Barnes pass from Tecumseh. And we've got another little pooch kick from Calderon here. Coverage team covers it quickly and nearly pounces on it, but Sheary from Tecumseh falls on it at the 25. Man, things almost got a whole lot worse for Tecumseh on that one.
Yeah, that was Malaska. That boy is quick. He almost had that.
Undoubtedly got to be one of the fastest players on the
gosh.
team. I'm never ceased to be impressed by how quickly he gets up and down the field.
The ball hit the ground, and he was literally already there.
It was pretty incredible. I mean, he followed the trajectory of the ball basically all the way down there. Yeah.
And last week when I said, do you think Gilliland's going to get him over Malaska on a speed race, I think it's Malaska.
Yeah, I'd still like to see it, but I think you might be right. Gilliland looked pretty quick on that pick 6, though. Minute 43, ball on the 25 for Tecumseh. Handoff up the middle to number 4, Braxton Meyer. Picks up maybe a yard, but I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage. No, he picked up a couple. 2 or 3 on that one. 4? 5?
Yeah, just
the chain keeps walking. Just a little. Go ahead.
No, I don't know what they're doing. It seems like a little bit of confusion over there, but
yeah, I thought he only got a couple, but they gave him 4.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not the chain gang. Can't tell you. 1:10 and counting on the clock here. Bethany with that big old lead. 4 scores, and it ain't even a Gettysburg address. That one kills at the old folks' home. So it's 2nd and 6 now from the 29-yard line. They get off the line real quick, hand it off, and nothing doing. There's a group of Broncos there to tell them, nope, this is our field.
Yeah, that Tecumseh offensive line is having a really tough time tonight thus far.
I'll be honest to you, Brennan. I could have. You could not put a Tecumseh offensive line out there. They could just have no, and I wouldn't notice a difference. I don't want to be mean, but I don't know that they're there because the defense from Bethany is just in there so quickly.
Yeah, and it looks like they bring in an extra guy, Sawyer Yates, and they're going to rush 5, I believe.
Let's do it. They've certainly shown no ability to hit us over the top, so why even worry about that as a threat? But that's going to do it for our first quarter here as time runs out. Bethany leading 27-0 here over Tecumseh. We'll be back with the second quarter of the Bethany football game here shortly on Oklahoma Sports Network.
Other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports.
And we're back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for the second quarter of this game. We apologize for the long delay. There was something on the field that the officials needed to get cleaned up with towels. It was feel for them. Mac Hollins back there. Not Mac Hollins. That's a Buffalo Bills receiver. Hollins back there throws to his left to his receiver, and they almost pick up the first down, it looked like.
His leg's broken. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and we've got an injured player. We'll go ahead and take a quick break here. Bethany Football on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without it.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm a legend. Get what I want.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm a legend.
Back here live in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for Bethany taking on Tecumseh. We had a pretty serious injury on a Tecumseh player. He has been taken out by the first responders. Looked like everything was all right. He was waving to us here in the crowd as he got carted off. So looks like everything is going to be all right, and he'll be able to get the care for his injury that he needs. Just wanted to check in with y'all, let you know that we are still having a football game here. Bethany got out there and got warmed up hard to focus on the football game. Our best wishes, without a doubt, to number 50 for Tecumseh, Carson Childers, the injured player out there being taken off the field. His family was down there and everything. Looking like he's going to be all right, but definitely a scary moment. Teams getting ready to go back on the field. We'll be back here shortly and continue our Bethany High School football game here against Tecumseh on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
This is Friday Night Football.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, getting ready to resume the game here between Bethany and Tecumseh. Tecumseh looking at a 1st and 10 from their own 38 here. Handoff to the wingback, that is Owens. Holland Barnes handing off to Owens, picks up about 5 yards. Nice play there. Quick little wingback sweep. Brings up 2nd and 4. 11:15 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Bethany's had no problem on either side of the ball tonight, forcing turnovers on defense, shutting out the Tecumseh offense so far. Barnes in the shotgun, going to hand off to his wide receiver on the end around. Flags down on the play.
Yeah, I think it might be holding.
Kason Pine, the Tecumseh wide receiver, on the carry. But this one might be coming back another 10 yards. A lot of hand signals between the officials and the coach. And it does look like they will walk it back. Will they? Our favorite spotter official finding a way to do it. Taking it back now to the 39. Yeah, I don't know if there's an official of the week, but we'd like to nominate that gentleman. We like watching him do it. 10:35 remaining in the second quarter. Tecumseh shotgun, 3 wideouts. Quick pass there underneath to Travion Mays from Holland Barnes. Picks up a nice chunk of yards. Tecumseh showing the most consistency on offense that they've shown so far in this game.
Yeah, I think their first couple of plays they've had positive yardage. So if they want to get back in this game, that's something they're going to have to keep doing.
We sort of lightheartedly joked during the break that what if this long break and play inspires Tecumseh and then they come back and just go barnstorming and come back in this game. If they continue this way on offense, they'll be able to do it. 3rd and 6, though, and they're going to get blown dead. Our favorite official throwing a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be false start.
Get you one who can do both, folks. False start now. Going to walk them back another 5. So it's going to be 3rd and a long 11 now for Tecumseh, but they've had relative success on 3rd down tonight. especially on their 3rd and a mile when they picked up a first down on a halfback draw of all plays. That's a Jeff Lebby play call right there. 3rd
Yeah.
and 26 halfback draw. Let's go. So 3rd and 11 here for the Tecumseh offense. Again with the trips left set. Hollins.
That's holding.
And, yep, flag down for the holding. The crowd yelling it. Brendan saw it. He's just going to throw the ball away there, Holland Barnes.
Yeah, and I think that's the replacement lineman for the kid that got injured. Number 54 came in, and that was who was holding.
Wouldn't surprise me if he was the false start also, and it's hard to come in after that kind of break and immediately put your head on the game when you know who you're covering for and you know that there was a serious injury. Hard to keep your mind in the game, but it's something we all have to do here in the stadium. Bethany going to decline that penalty probably smartly, forcing Tecumseh to go forward on 4th down here, but they will. Looks like they're going to punt. So 4th and 11 for Tecumseh here with 8:53 left to go. Bethany just cruising right now with a 27-0 lead. And flags again, players pointing. It's going to be another false start against Tecumseh. They'll move him back another 5. So after a lot of energy, consistency, even a little bit of momentum coming out of the break and immediately hitting the ground running, Tecumseh now shooting themselves in the foot and just backing it up, backing it up, backing it up.
Yeah, that's 3 penalties in a row, and that's obviously something that's going to continue to hurt them in this game.
Mental mistakes come more easily, I'm sure, at times where maybe your mental fortitude has been a little challenged. 4th and 16 now. Tecumseh gets set to punt. Low line drive punt fielded at the 44 by Brock Cross. Takes it across midfield to the Tecumseh 47-yard line. Bethany sets up once again in Tecumseh territory. They've had several good drives tonight. I think every time Bethany's offense has been on the field, they have scored tonight.
Yeah, they have. And that shows that 27-0.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time that, it's a short second quarter that we've been in so far. First offensive drive here of the second quarter since they closed out the first quarter scoring with a defensive touchdown.
It is.
Single back ace set here for Jackson Payne. Gillen behind him. He's shed the compression sleeve, and he's shedding the entire defense down the left side. 20, 15, 10, 5, another touchdown for Judson Gilliland. Make it 33-0 now with 8:33 to go in the second. Lot of time left in the game, but the score on the scoreboard could convince you that this one is over.
Yeah, there's a really good block I want to note by, looks like Braxton Mullins. He had a comeback, almost you could call it a crack block, but, they didn't call it, and it was a great block, and it set up Gillen nicely for that touchdown.
Is a crack block a penalty? What is a crack block?
A crack block, well, that's technically not a crack block. That's a comeback block. But a crack block is where a wide receiver goes straight for like a linebacker and crack blocks. You can't do that. But that one was just a pull-around block, and they made that illegal because it was hurting kids. The blindside block.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what that kind of was.
Blocking.
But
extra point, good from Griffin Tarrant. He is 4 for 5 tonight. Going to make it 34-0 Bethany. 8:33 left to go. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Bethany Broncos football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium, Bethany Broncos taking on the Tecumseh Savages in a game that has already started to get out of hand. Bethany scoring once again the fantastic Judson Gilliland. 2 touchdowns rushing tonight now and 1 touchdown defensively, intercepting a pass and taking it all the way back, having a nice little pick 6 for himself. And he is having a game. You know, and I just realized looking at this sheet, yeah, that's Denton Jaggers on that kick there on the little pooch kick. Barnes on the return for, Owens on the return for Tecumseh, bringing it up to about the 40. Maybe some of the best field position that we've seen so far for Tecumseh to start a drive.
Yeah, being at the 40 is you're right. That's the best field position they've had so far. I'm curious to see if they're able to do anything with it.
They need to get across that 50. Be nice to get a consolation touchdown. Don't know if we'll hold our breath. Ardmore got one last week, though. That kid really broke free down the left side against the second-team defense. Tight set on offense here, almost a goal line set for Tecumseh. They hand off to Sheary, left side, picks up about 3 or 4 before the pile swallows him up. .808 left to go on the scoreboard. 808 and heartbreak if you're a Tecumseh fan, although you probably were expecting this. That's a Kanye reference, kids.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
He used to be good, okay? He used to make real music, okay? Before he said incredibly insane things. Tecumseh looking at a 2nd and 7 here. .735 on the clock and counting. See that tight set once again, that tight flex bone set. Quick handoff to Barnes from the left side up the middle, only picks up about a yard or 2.
Yeah, they keep trying that kind of like fake reverse back to the outside, and Bethany's just doing a really, really good job at stopping that.
If there's one thing that this Bethany defense is really good at, and there's a lot more than just one thing they're good at, but run pursuit definitely has to be one of their top skills as a cohesive unit. They just all move to the ball carrier all together. Yeah, goodness, I guess we're making it easier on them. We moved some of our heft off that defensive line, just subbed out 2 of our big guys there, Sawyer Yates and Micah Chapman. So timeout here by Tecumseh. They're going to think about it here on a 3rd and 6 with 6:43 left to go. Bethany Broncos leading 34-0. We'll be right back here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany taking on the Tecumseh Savages. Tecumseh on a 3rd and 6 here, trying a little run end around from the right to left. Not going to work. Brandon and I were just discussing Bethany has excellent pursuit to the ball carrier on the run, and they weren't letting that one past him. Looking at a 4th down once again. Bethany picking up a stop. Tecumseh going to come out and punt here with 6:15 left to go in the 2nd.
Yeah, it's just going to be really, really tough for Tecumseh to come back, really, with just how good Bethany's defense is.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that comeback is probably out of the question. You never know. Long game, crazier things, so on and so forth. Brock Cross, fair catch at the 28. Decent field position for the Broncos to start with. Not their best, but with how this offense has been performing tonight, I don't know if the field position matters in terms of where they start their drive. Because, by gosh, they found a way to get in. Whether it's Evanson, Malaska burning everybody down the field.
And I think they're going to put number 12, Jackson Dolan, in as running back.
Oh, yeah. If you've got this big of a lead, you want to make sure you're keeping your guys fresh for a possible playoff run. Handoff up the middle to Devontae Melton, the fullback in the I formation. Picking up a nice little 4-yard chunk. Moving the ball and moving the clock. Speaking of the clock, down to 5:35 now in the second quarter. Bethany looking at a 2nd and 5. I formation again here. Jackson Payne pitching out to Dole. Dole making people miss. Or is that Gilliland?
That's Dole.
That's Dole running like Gilliland. My goodness. All the way across midfield inside the 30 to the 25. Jackson Dole doing his best Judson Gilliland impression and running all over the defense.
Yeah, they put him in last week against Ardmore, and he did really, really good. Just like he just did right there.
Yeah, Dole, unfortunately, not a guy that we'll have back next year. He's a senior. So maybe this is an effort to give him some senior carries, pick up some nice chunk plays before he moves on to college next year. And my goodness, that was a nice opportunity. If he'll keep on doing that, we'll keep him in there. He's in the pistol now behind Jackson Payne. Fakes the handoff, and he throws right. Passes dropped, but picked up, making people miss. Zipping all the way up the middle for 6 yards. Is that Geisler? Yes, White Geisler.
Can you pick the ball up right there after dropping it? It was a forward
Oh,
pass.
it looks like the officials just ruled, in fact, yes, that was a forward pass, and it is incomplete. So instead of Geisler picking up what he thought may have been a lateral, still smart football IQ move on Geisler's part to pick that ball up in case it was a fumble. But it will be ruled forward pass, incomplete. Clock stops. Looking like somebody took a timeout down there.
Yeah, I think they did call a timeout, kind of like a referee timeout or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, but Tecumseh's defense is still very much on the field. I think Bethany was hoping to squeeze a water break out of that officials' powwow. Not going to happen. 4:32 remaining in the second quarter. Bethany looking at a 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion from the Tecumseh 27. Jackson Dole still in at running back. Looks like they might let Judson Gilliland sit out the rest of the night just to keep him fresh. Payne in the pistol, fakes the handoff, and then throws to his left to Geisler, who gets spun out of bounds at about the 24.
Yeah, that was the same exact play they did previously.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Or if it works, just keep doing it until they stop you.
Yeah. And you were noting that Tecumseh player number 1 was really, really good at corner. And he hasn't seen any action tonight.
I was going to say they haven't thrown his way.
No,
that's, what's his name? Darian Clark. That's a guy that I was able to find the most film on prior to this game. Really good shutdown corner, really good pursuit. Not a guy we've seen have to defend tonight. Easy completion. Right over the middle to Lane John. Oh, I always call him that. To Garrett Johnson for a touchdown. And we have the officials getting involved in this one again, I believe.
Yeah, I think it may be some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct on Bethany because he looked right at him.
I suppose a little excessive celebration would be just that when you're leading 40-0 in the first half of a football game. Easy to get excited, but I think we do need to remember also that this is a team recovering from seeing one of their guys get hurt. But regardless, beautiful touchdown. Jackson Payne connecting over the middle. Right, it's like the Nick Castellanos home run call right there.
Oh,
Felt a
yeah.
little bit like that. 3:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Broncos up 40-0. Does look like the official will be ruling that a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Bethany. I think that's going to be enforced on the kickoff or maybe on the ensuing offensive drive. Griffin Tarrant out to attempt his 6th extra point of the night. That one is in. So Tarrant 5 for 6 tonight. Bethany 6 for 6 on offense tonight, or pardon me, 5 for 5 on offense tonight. They are ahead now 41-0. 3:50 left in the second quarter. Bethany football, Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany Broncos taking on Tecumseh. And man, this one wasn't close on paper, and it hasn't been close on the field. Bethany taking a 41-0 lead here with 3 minutes 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jackson Payne connecting on his second or third touchdown pass of the night. Goodness, he's aired it out here in the first half like we thought they might.
I think that was his third.
Denton Jaggers punts it down to the 21. Received by Owens. Pushed out of bounds at about the 34.
That was Braxton Mullins for the tackle as he checks in for Bethany's defense.
Solid on offense, Mullins. We'll see how he does on defense. 41-0 with still 3:40 left to go in this first half. Tecumseh just trying to get on the board. Holland Barnes again going to come out, the 5'9 senior. Hands off up the middle, and that's a new ball carrier. That is Mason Wilson, fullback for the Tecumseh football team there. Moves it up the middle for about 3 yards. 4 yards, walk that chain. 5 yards, nice gain. Second and 5 now for Tecumseh. Flexbone set with one wide out to his right. They're going to motion Sheary. Under a lot of pressure. Hits it back to his back. He's shifty. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Picks up about 3 and goes out of bounds. Zant Sheary, he's been a problem tonight.
Yeah, that was actually a really good move by Tecumseh's quarterback, reversing the field and trying to find someone open.
I thought he was a goner in that backfield when he had 3 Broncos around him. Goodness gracious. Brings up a 3rd and about 4 for Tecumseh here. 2:47 remaining in the first half. Flexbone set again. Sheary in motion from right to left, but they handed it off up the middle to the fullback. He will not get to the first down. Bring up another 4th down for Tecumseh. Bethany stopping him again.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
As they should. It really feels like that. You're down this much, why not?
Yeah.
Get something going here.
Not much to go. Probably
They
going to
rush
see a
to the
push.
line. 4th and a long one. They tried to draw him off sides, and they might have done it.
That was a close call.
Hard to say. Yeah, they're going to call it against Bethany. That's big. The hard count. Maybe the biggest first down of the night for Tecumseh. They draw Bethany off sides. that when you've got Bethany's defense playing at the level that they have all night, that might be one of the easier ways to get some yards, is to get them to jump on that hard count. 2:13 to go in the second. Same formation for Tecumseh, same motion. Sherry from right to left. This time he gets the pitch, getting around, trying to make people miss. He'll lose about 4 or 5, though.
Yeah, just, even Bethany's, secondary, or their second team that's kind of checked into this game, is doing a really good job as well, containing the outside, not letting anything happen.
Brings up a second and looks like about 14 now for Tecumseh. Minute 59 left to go in the second quarter. Clock stops after the run goes out of bounds. And Sherry substituting out for Tecumseh. He's been one of their biggest threats tonight against this Broncos defense. Motion from left to right is Barnes. Rolling out right. Looking for his receiver, and it's dropped. Pass to Brexton Meyer. Hits him in the hands and then hits the grass.
Yeah, Bethany's defense kind of got not really lucky on that one. Number 4 for Tecumseh was pretty open.
I think he heard footsteps, as they say.
Yeah, I got scared.
Brings up a 3rd and long now, 3rd and 13. Tecumseh going to take a timeout to think about it. So 3rd and 13, minute 53 left to go in the second quarter. Bethany up 41-0. We'll be back with more football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is Friday Night Football on the Oklahoma.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Bethany Broncos taking on the Tecumseh Savages here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Phil Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, Keegan Honorary Rodriguez. Minute 53 left in the second quarter here. Tecumseh down 41-0. Looking for something. They try that little nifty draw Statue of Liberty play to Sherry. Picks up some good yardage on the left, but not enough for the first. About 12 yards on that one.
Yeah, we've seen so far that the only way they can really get, yardage is that kind of fake down the field, draw type of play. I'm not sure what it is.
It's reminiscent almost of a Statue of Liberty, but he's not handing the ball off, behind him as they do in that play. But it seems the blocking is kind of similar.
Yeah.
It's an interesting play call. Regardless, it's working for him. It's picking up something. Picked him up about 29 yards on a 3rd and forever earlier in the game.
I'm surprised the clock hasn't started.
Now puts him in 4th and manageable. I think he did run out of bounds, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought if you get hit out of bounds or going sideways, it doesn't.
You would know the high school rules better than I. Going to be another timeout for Tecumseh here. They're going to take some more time to think about it. 4th and 3. Minute 45 left to go. Bethany in the lead, 41-0. Oklahoma Sports Network.
This is a presentation the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium to see Bethany take on Tecumseh. It's 41-0 here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Bethany has taken the reins on this one, and they're not letting go. Tecumseh trying to get on the board here for the first time this game. They're looking at a 4th and 3 from the Bethany 43. Gotta love that. 4 wide out set for Tecumseh. They don't usually go with these kind of spread formations. They're going to take a shot. Left side, nearly intercepted. Flags fly everywhere. Almost positive that's going to be an interference call. You be the judge on whether or not it's a good one.
Yeah, that was a tough call. There was definitely some chatter.
There's a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah, but usually it goes towards the offense.
Oh, is that who they're going to hold it against?
No,
Yeah, usually in favor of
okay.
the offense. Yes. Yeah.
But
I do think in this case that is exactly what's going to happen. So it's going to be pass interference against Bethany on a key 4th down. Key in terms of Tecumseh trying to go down and score. Lead like this is, I think we can call it insurmountable. It's very difficult to overcome. 6 touchdowns. Minute 37 left to go here in the first half. Bethany on top 41-0. Going to come with 5 wideouts here. Pass left side, inaccurate again. Off target, nearly intercepted.
yeah, they're really trying everything they've got so far.
I mean, at this point, try the whole playbook. Get something out of this one. I think hour down I-40 is worth a touchdown.
Especially how busy it is all the time.
Boy, and that construction, all the way out from the city to Choctaw. You know, you finally made it when you see the love sign. It stinks.
Yeah, we complain about our Oklahoma roads, but when we get them, it takes 4 years.
Oh, it takes longer than that sometimes. 2nd and 10, 4 wide receiver set, under pressure, and he goes down.
That was Breck Brady
Big
once again.
sack. Breck Brady, forever a threat to anyone who dares to enter the backfield opposite him. Big time sack, pushes him back. Big time here on this 3rd down now. Going to be about a 3rd and 17. Ball on the Bethany 34. A lot of substituting happening for Tecumseh, bringing in some different receivers here. Oh, man, we got a neck pad down there on the H-back. Love that. Old school. 4 wideouts. Roll into the left under a lot of pressure again. Pulled down again. Almost lost the ball. Big time sack. Was that Brady again?
Yeah, I think so. He was one of the ones in the mix.
He was certainly involved in the scrum, without a doubt. It's going to make it 4th and 47 miles.
Yeah, there's no really perfect call
No, this has to be a
for
punt.
this.
Why would you go for it and risk the embarrassment?
Well, I would because there's 20 seconds.
Oh, that's actually a very
Might as
good
well.
point, Brendan. Yeah, 20 seconds and counting here in the first half. This will essentially be the last play of the first, and this is looking like a Hail Mary. 5 wideouts, prevent defense from Bethany. They got everybody back. This could be as good an opportunity as any for Tecumseh to get on the board. Pass left side. Are they going to try the little hook and ladder, a little lateral? He's not even going to get a shot. Bethany
No way.
swarms, pulls the receiver down as the clock expires. Big halftime lead for the Broncos as they head to the locker room. 41-0. Raining touchdowns here in Bethany, Oklahoma, a night before it's supposed to rain cats and dogs tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and take our halftime break, and we'll be back with more Bethany High School football here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for the Bethany Broncos, taking on the Tecumseh Savages. It's been a runaway game for the Broncos, 41-0, the halftime lead. Teams have retaken the field, warmed up, and are getting set to kick off the second half of play. Tecumseh still hoping to score a touchdown for pride, maybe just to get one in and not have to have that egg on the scoreboard. But Bethany's defense has been so good, run and pass, and to be honest, they haven't had to do much on pass defense because a lot of throws from the Tecumseh quarterback have been off target, including one that was intercepted by Judson Gilliland for a touchdown. One of 3 touchdowns for the star of this Bethany squad. Wyatt Geisler also scoring on a receiving touchdown, as well as Garrett Johnson. Garrett, don't call me Lane Johnson, as we like to call him. I'm the only one who probably keeps calling him Lane Johnson.
Yeah, you really like that Lane Johnson name.
I guess I'm going to have to name my kid after a Philadelphia Eagles offensive lineman, clearly. So Denton Jagger's on the kickoff here, kicking it all the way out the back of the end zone like he likes to do. Start things off back at the 20 for Tecumseh. We saw Judson Gilliland come off of the offensive side of the ball. He did not have any carries on that final offensive drive for the Bethany Broncos. He is still in on defense, however.
Yeah, I'd assume they'd keep a couple of their starters here on the first drive for Tecumseh.
Do see some new faces out there. Connor Eskridge, guy we haven't seen so far. Sorry, Brendan, you were saying?
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. You're good.
Oh, okay. You were saying something. Maybe it just wasn't important.
Maybe I forgot.
Maybe you
Not
did.
Sure.
You know, it's okay. Tight set for Tecumseh. They hand it off straight up the middle. Only gains about 2.
I'm surprised to see Gillen still in on defense because they took him off on offense as well.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I was curious to see them still put him back out there. Maybe he insisted on playing some more. We know he was not happy in the Tuttle game when they took him out near the end when that one was no longer competitive.
Yeah, smart call, though.
It's now 2nd and 9 for Tecumseh. Running clock is at 11:25 and counting. Tecumseh taking their time here to call this play. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Snap up the middle. The pack swallows him up and moves him back. Maybe a loss of a yard on that play for Tecumseh.
Yeah, a lot of time taken to call the play in the huddle for that.
Yeah, real interesting. You
Yeah.
expected to see something maybe a little bit more complex. Maybe it was they were just having a tough time getting the call in there. Brings up yet another 3rd down for Tecumseh. Other than a 3rd and a mile where they managed to convert on a tricky sort of halfback draw play, 3rd downs have not been a good success for Tecumseh tonight. Bethany's defense holding taut.
Oh, man.
5 wideouts. Flags down on the play. What happened there, Brendan?
It was the Forest wide receiver on our side, number 13 for Tecumseh. Took like almost 2 steps way before the snap. I don't know what he was trying to do.
So big time false start on that one. Going to take it from a 3rd and 9 back to a 3rd and 14. Clock at 10:19 in the 3rd quarter. Bethany sitting on that very respectable 41-0 lead. 5 wideout set again here for Tecumseh. Massive pressure. It's a dog pile on the quarterback, and Bethany says that he might have lost the football too.
Yeah, that was Beck Brady once again getting to him in the backfield. Really, really fast. He's been doing really well for the defensive line.
He's just been a name that we've been calling nonstop in these past few games. He's really coming out and showing out for this team as a freshman, I believe. Yeah, freshman. 6'5", 235, freshman Beck Brady. So now forced to punt from the shadow of their own goalpost. 4th and a mile. It says 4th and 20 on the scoreboard, but I think it's further than that. I think it's about 4th and 22. Punt return team for Bethany not even thinking he's going to be able to get this one to midfield. And they're correct. Punt fielded at the Tecumseh 42, down to about the 35. I believe that was Brock Cross on the punt return. Bethany gets set to take over with a 41-0 lead. What are we going to see on offense here? I think I'd honestly be surprised if we saw a lot of the starters still.
Yeah, I saw the backup quarterback, number 8.
McLaren.
Yeah, warming up. So I don't think they would throw anything in the air. Possibly, some checkdowns, but...
I might have seen McLaren's sibling out on the concourse. I saw a young gentleman in a number 17 McLaren Bethany jersey.
Huh.
So I would assume that's a younger sibling, unless it's just maybe it's a very common name around here. But yeah, it does look like we've got some backups in there. Got McLaren in there, another one that we've seen a lot of, Wyatt Kiefer. They tend to throw in at running back when it gets a little non-competitive here at the end. So shotgun set here for McLaren. Is he'll keep it, or is that Kiefer taking the direct snap?
That's McLaren.
That is McLaren. Yeah, McLaren taking the quick snap, quarterback run straight up the middle, actually loses a yard. Going to be 2nd and 11 now from the 36. Clock at 8:45 and running here in the third quarter. Got Jagger Weaver in there as the slot wide receiver. Damian Aguilar as the wide out down on the bottom of your screen. McLaren going to take the carry out to the left side. Picked up a good chunk of yardage.
He actually trucked a guy.
That was pretty impressive. Yeah, I definitely like the looks of McLaren. If he's the guy that's going to be the starter next season in place of the soon-to-be departing Jackson Payne, we might be in good hands, especially when you consider that Judson Gilliland is coming back.
I did not know Gillen was coming back.
Gilliland's a junior, yep.
I thought he was a senior.
You'd think the way he plays and his IQ and everything, but no, we're very lucky. He's a junior for us. He'll be back for at least one more year. McLaren in the pistol set here. Kiefer behind him, and he'll get the ball. Bouncing off of would-be tacklers. Gets enough for the first down and goes down, but flag on the play.
Yeah, I think it's going to be face mask. His head kind of jerked back.
Bethany player certainly gesturing the same. Yep, personal foul, face mask against Tecumseh. Another bad luck occurrence for the Tecumseh team here. Sets up Bethany now with first and 10 from the Tecumseh 12. 8:10 on the clock. Bethany looking to continue to add to this lead, but this time do it with some of their second stringers. McLaren has 3 wideouts, Aguilar, Weaver. Handoff up the middle to Kiefer, and he doesn't get much, if anything. Might have gotten hit for a loss.
Yeah, he ran straight into the back of the left guard. I think that was Sawyer Yates that he just ran right into the back. Didn't get really anything.
Sawyer Yates is good at running into running backs, but usually he does that when he's on the other side of the team, or when he's on the other side of the ball. Can't really blame him, though, if he's just there.
Yeah, not his problem.
Sort of a Mark Sanchez butt fumble situation. So Kiefer in the shotgun next to McLaren, the quarterback. 3 wideouts again. McLaren passing to his right. Has his receiver caught. Touchdown!
That's awesome, letting him throw.
Love to see it. It was a pretty solid pass. I'm trying to see who that is that scored. Can't see his number.
Number 5.
Number 5. Oh, that is
No,
Jagger.
4, excuse me.
Oh, 4 is Jagger Weaver.
Yep.
So great catch by Jagger Weaver. Nicely run out route there.
Yeah, the ball was just a little behind him when he went up and caught it.
He came back to it.
Yep.
Got to come back to the ball, as they say. Good catch by Weaver, and what is his first touchdown of the game? First touchdown we've seen McLaren throw, I believe.
Yeah. First one this year, and luckily it was a touchdown.
Hopefully it bodes good things to come from this duo. Both guys that'll return next year. And Griffin Tarrant puts that one through the uprights, makes it 48-0 with 6:58 left to go here in the third. Bethany rolling. We'll be back with more here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium for the Bethany Broncos, taking on the Tecumseh Savages here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Philip Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, and Keegan Honorary Rodriguez with you here. 6:58 is the time remaining here in the third quarter, and Bethany has a humongous 48-0 lead. They've scored on all sides of the ball, and now they've scored with their second-string offense, too, with the quarterback Brody McLaren hitting wide receiver Jagger Weaver for a quick little touchdown pass to continue to pad this score for the Broncos against their 4A District 2 opponent. And now Jagger is his last name here. Jaggers is his last name, gets the kickoff, but flags down on the play. I think we might have had some Bethany players moving a little too early. Something we haven't really seen called on the Broncos that we've seen called in this game now a couple times.
Yeah, that's twice they've gone on a false start on kickoff, which is something you don't normally see.
I'm not sure if they're a little too excited or if the official is just really on top of that call. In any event here, Bethany will re-kick from their own 35. You can see the players really pacing themselves there on that kickoff, making sure they don't get off too early. Kickoff returned, and returned well. Across the 40 to the 45. Hard hit. You were saying, Brendan?
It looked like the tackle was by number 80, Leo Serrana.
Yeah, heck of a hit.
Serrana.
Got in there and really laid a smack on the returner. So Tecumseh will set up here first and 10, just on their own side of the 45, their own 45. Looks like the same offensive player still in there for Tecumseh. Quarterback Holland Barnes. Guy that I circled before the game, Darian Clark, really has not been somebody we had to worry about today. Hand off to Sherry. He can make people miss, but the Broncos will gang up and tackle him after about a 7-yard gain. Clock at 6:35 and counting here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you'd think it kind of feels like fourth quarter, but it is not.
Not quite yet. Certainly with how big the lead is, and second stringers already in there for Bethany. Does have that feeling, but alas, we are still with a quarter and a half to play. Tecumseh looking at a 2nd and 3 now after moving the ball across the 50 to the Bethany 48.
Ooh, excuse me.
Flex bone. I thought you were just surprised at how they moved it across the 50. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Tecumseh sticking to that inside run game. Didn't work for them much earlier, but now that Bethany has some of their second stringers in there, they're having a little bit more success with that middle run game. Looking at a fresh set of downs from the 44 here.
Yeah, they really like to take their time on
They
these huddle play
absolutely
calls.
do. I got to find stuff to talk about here while they call the play. 5:15 left on the clock here in the third. Clock continues to run. Shotgun set, but they're tight. And that's another Sheary, the younger Sheary brother going in motion from right to left. They hand off to the older Sheary. Squirts up the middle, keeps making people miss, churning those 5-6 legs, picking up about 3 or 4. Oh, pardon me, that is Wyatt Heck.
Wyatt Heck. What the heck?
Oh, no, Wyatt Heck is 15. Y'all, this font is about 8 points on this roster sheet. We should have printed our own. Tough sledding here for your boys. That is Wyatt McElfresh, number 25. What a name. If they had an EL fudge cookie that came from McDonald's that was minty, they'd call it the McElfresh. 4:10 on the clock here, 2nd and 8. Run up the middle, caught Bethany by surprise, and they pick up enough for the first down.
That was one of the first times we've seen them really break open anywhere.
That's that big fullback, I think, with the neck pad, Braxton Meyer. We've seen him get a couple of carries before, but he got stuffed at the line. It was like Bethany wasn't ready for that one. 3:45 and counting on the clock here in the third. 1st and 10 from the Bethany 28. Handoff left side to Sheary, making some people miss. Picks up 3 or 4, goes out of bounds. Clock will stop at 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Be about a 2nd and 7, maybe 2nd and 8 after that one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to try anything in the air late in this third quarter.
I can't say I blame them, considering that I think their quarterback has completed at least maybe twice as many passes to his team as he has to us. But yeah, it's close. It's close. Tight flexbone set with a couple of backs behind him. They hand off to one of them on the left side, picks up 1 or 2, but Bethany shuts that one down.
Yeah, second team defensive line is doing really well too.
The pursuit seems to be something that is coached, and that's what we like to see. Because, man, they are on that ball carrier the second he has it. Not sure if that would mean they would be fooled by play action, but we haven't seen Tecumseh try any play action at all. So, hard to say. One wide receiver out to the right for the Tecumseh quarterback here. Keeps the ball, drifts out, and falls down. The pressure was coming, and he slips down at the 34. Brings up a 4th and long. Not what you want to do on 3rd down.
No, it's not. That's just more frustration from the Tecumseh side, and it's putting them in a tough spot. And because there's really not much to call on 4th and longs, and I think they've seen this, a couple times, 4th and long.
Brendan, you and your brother have played this game considerably more than I have. Does he need new cleats? Why'd he slip like that? It's not wet like that. Not wet out there.
Turf's a little harder to stay up on.
Oh, they are on turf.
And when you're getting chased by 2 people, it makes it tough as well.
4th and a mile here. They're going to go for it because why not? Pass over the middle to the left and not within the vicinity of a receiver. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Bethany's defense comes up with another stop. They want to pitch this shutout. Minute 53 left in the third. Bethany's offense will get another shot at it here. As if they needed one. Goodness. Maybe looking to hang a 50 burger.
Yeah, they do not. But if they keep driving the ball down like they did the last possession, I'm sure they'll get past 50.
Minute 53 left to go here in the third. Official running over to the Bethany team and telling them to get on with it. Taking too long on their water break. Bethany will take the field with the ball on 1st and 10 at their own 34. McLaren still in as the quarterback, Kiefer as the running back to his right. Takes the hand up to Kiefer. He'll run it on the right, avoids a tackle for a loss, and picks up about 5 or 6. Nice play by McLaren, avoiding the pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, it's the second time I've seen him lower his head on somebody on a run play.
Kid's got gumption.
Yeah.
He's got the stuff.
They really like to do quarterback draws with him.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he's come in, that seems like what he does.
He's fleet-footed, so I don't blame him for that at all. Love Jackson Payne, but if I had any kind of a knock against him as a quarterback, he's not always super mobile. He's fast, but agility isn't always there. Minute 10 left on the clock here in the third. 2nd and 4 for Bethany from their own 40. McLaren handing off to Kiefer, going around the left side. Looked like he had some running room, but he gets caught from behind.
Yeah, he had a big lane if the guy didn't chase him from behind.
He was ready to kick on those jets, but got caught just as he was hitting those afterburners. 45 and counting on the third quarter. Be a 3rd and 3 for Bethany from their own 41. McLaren in the pistol. It's a long pistol with Kiefer behind him. Aguilar and Jagger Weaver, wide receivers on his left at the bottom of your screen. Bethany taking their time here, killing as much clock as possible. 10 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they'll just let it go out.
I think so. Yeah, it looks like the clock is running a little faster than the play clock. Funny how that happens. That's going to be the end of the third quarter as we go to the fourth, which we'll probably see some runoff as well. Bethany has this one well in hand, 48-0 on top of Tecumseh. We'll be right back with more Bethany football here on Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma at Southern Nazarene University football stadium to watch Bethany take on the Tecumseh Savages for a District 2 matchup here. Tecumseh, not the most prestigious program, second from the bottom in the standings, and they've gotten beat up pretty good here. 48-0 is the Bethany lead as we get set to begin the fourth quarter of play here. Even Bethany's second-string offense has been able to get it done against this Tecumseh defense they're in right now. Quarterback Brody McLaren in the shotgun. And that sort of quarterback draw set that they like to run. And that's exactly what he'll do, just right up the middle on 3rd and 3. Might have picked up enough, but I think he's going to be just a little short. No, he's got it. They give him a first down.
Yeah, that was really close.
McLaren showing great running ability and a little bit of pretty good passing ability. Did complete a touchdown pass to slot receiver Jagger Weaver. A little bit behind Weaver, but it was, it was on target in terms of the route. Definitely boding well for our future here.
He got a touchdown. So.
He got a touchdown. The ends don't always justify the means, but when you end up in the end zone, I think they do. So Aguilar and Weaver on the top of your screen there, out to McLaren's left. He's in that shotgun set with 2 H-backs. Motioning Weaver. Looked like Weaver got the ball, but no, McLaren still got it, and he's going to go around the left side. Almost went down at the line of scrimmage, but he squirts forward for about 3 or 4. This kid's a great runner.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, what is that, like the 5th run in a row he's had for positive yards?
Something like that. They might want to give Wyatt Kiefer a shot just to save Mr. McLaren's legs down there. Goodness. I don't know if you can put a lot of mileage on those McLarens.
No, you can't. They're fine-tuned automobiles.
Thanks, folks. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitress.
Tip your waitress.
10:25 remaining in the game. 2nd and 7 coming up for Bethany. Ball on their own 47. McLaren alone in the shotgun. Has those 2 H-backs as extra blockers out to the right. Motion from left to right. I believe that's Weaver. Gets the ball, making people miss. Cross the 50. Still on his feet. Goes backwards, but forward progress should give him the ball on the other side of the 50 at the Tecumseh 49.
Yeah, finally getting another target there instead of McLaren running the ball. But did they pick up anything right there? I kind of got this beam in front of me, and I didn't pick up all of it.
They got maybe a yard or 2. Yeah, they're still going to be looking at a 3rd and 3 here from the Tecumseh 49. Oh, my goodness. Someone took a timeout. Are we doing that? I think we're doing that. Players walking on. No. Are we getting a signal? What are we? We had a whistle blow. Are the officials taking a timeout? Did somebody order Carl's Jr.? What are we doing?
Carl's Jr. sounds really good.
Right
now.
One of the officials spotted his DoorDash order and had to stop the game.
That would be the coolest thing ever.
That would be hilarious. I would love that. I'd have respect for that official. 9:25 remaining in the game here. McLaren in the pistol with a running back behind him. That's Kiefer.
Oh, no.
Handoff to Kiefer, but I don't know if Kiefer knew he was supposed to get it. Ball goes on the ground. Not sure who's got it. I think Bethany was able to recover. And they did. It's going to be 4th and 7 now. Loss on that play, but they'll just be glad they got the ball back. Yikes.
Yeah, it like bounced right out of his chest right when he handed it off.
8:55 and counting on the clock. Bethany taking their time here. Offense still out there on 4th down. We'll see Wyatt Kiefer coming out for number 2, Cooper Johnson. I think that's the first time we've called his name all year, at least from where I'm sitting. McLaren in the backfield, 4 wideouts. They're not going to punt. No, they will.
Wow.
I was going to say, sometimes they do a little pooch punt out of this. The official didn't know the punt was coming. He was nearly in the way. Downed at about the 27. Decent little punt there from McLaren. He can do it all. What do you know?
Yeah, pretty
Clock
cool.
continues to run. They're just running the time off that one because this one's decided.
So you know the accelerated clock, how it says 40 or the play clock?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they moved that down when I was in high school. I thought they moved that down to like 25 seconds to speed up game.
You know, you'd think that they would do that.
I thought they did that.
You know, it may not. Maybe the clock operator didn't get that communication or what. They are running the heck out of that clock, though. It's down to 7:55. And has stopped. I guess maybe the clock does stop on change of possession still. It's the Tecumseh ball here at the 25. Pardon me, the 27. Tecumseh ball at their own 27, 1st and 10. 7:55 left to go in this one. Tecumseh all but done for here with a 48-0 deficit, just hoping to pick something up for their pride. And my goodness, there's some pride can be had on this run here by Ja'Kai Owens as he makes people miss. Only picks up about 4 or 5, but he ran from one side of the field to the other. Made out-juke just about everybody on the Bethany defense.
Yeah, even though they're losing and their band has no matching uniforms, their band is still playing loud and proud.
Their band is playing well. You know, we were dragging them a little bit, we'll be honest. I am curious about the uniform thing. Yeah, a lot of schools can't afford uniforms, and they don't have money to put towards the band. We can blame our Department of Education for that one, maybe. 7:10 and counting in this one. 2nd and 3. tight set for Tecumseh. They've got pretty much everybody on the line. Motion from left to right. It's Owens again. Gets the handoff, and he gets enough for the first down.
You know, that's one of the first times I've ever seen a left tackle line up in the backfield next to the quarterback. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was a crazy-looking formation. I couldn't figure out
what
what was happening.
The left guard was like, hey, right here.
Referee signaling for the clock to continue to run. I just saw it go down from 6:44 to 6:41 all of a sudden. Love to see that. Down to 6:33 and counting. 1st and 10 for Tecumseh from their own 39. Handoff up the middle. And it's a good gain, about 6 or 7, maybe even 8 on that one. Bethany giving everybody a shot. 4 substitutions coming in here after that play. Everybody's going to get a snap in this one pretty much. 2nd and 2 for Tecumseh coming up from their own 47. Handoff up the middle to Sheary. He's been the guy tonight for Tecumseh. If there's been any bright spots for this offense that has not been able to score, Sheary has definitely been it.
Yeah, I wonder if this defense can hold him to 0 points.
It is coming kind of down to the wire. This is about the time when Ardmore was able to get a pride score last week. 5 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting. 1st and 10 for Tecumseh now from the Bethany 47. Handoff right side, making a lot of people miss before he goes down, picks up the first down. Didn't see who that ball carrier was for Tecumseh, but my goodness. He just shot up the right side.
Yeah, somebody new. I think it's number 12 for them.
Yeah, looks like that is number 12, Mason Wilson.
Mason Wilson.
Fullback and linebacker, not Kashawn Thompson, number 13. Regardless, it was one of the brighter plays we've seen on offense from Tecumseh. 1st and 10 now from the Bethany 36, clock at 4:55. Everybody goes right, but the handoff goes left. It's Sheary. Picks up a good amount of yardage up the middle, about 5 or 6 there for the feature back.
Hey, look at McLaren getting some snaps out on the edge.
Oh, yeah? On the defensive line?
No, he's like a down
like
linebacker.
edge rusher?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, they put him out there at right end? God dang. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. And counting. 48-0. Bethany still on top, trying to keep that 0 on the board. Another handoff up the middle to Wilson. Picked up enough for the first down.
Yeah, I like how they're doing every other play, some substitutions.
Definitely a good time to get everybody in. It's all right if you get scored on. Let's let everybody get some snaps, have some fun. We're playing a game. We're kids. This is what it's about.
Yep.
3:56 on the clock and counting. 1st and 10 for Tecumseh from the Bethany 25. Handoff to Owens, right side. Picks up 2 or 3 and goes down.
Surprisingly, still seeing a little bit of struggle from Tecumseh, even though Bethany has her second team in.
Yeah, I think it does speak to the talent dearth between these two teams. Bethany showing that they continue to rise to the top of 4A2, get more and more competitive with big-time programs like Tuttle and Blanchard. Really can't wait to get another shot at some of those teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think this squad is improved since we saw them play those teams. 2nd and 6 here. Handoff up the middle. Good gain. You got enough for the first down. Tecumseh just keeps moving the ball on this one. But moving to is the clock. It's at 3 minutes and counting. First and 10 for Tecumseh here from the Bethany 14. Clock down to 2:40. If Tecumseh wants to take this egg off the scoreboard, this is probably it. Another tight sort of flex bone set here for Tecumseh. Pitch out to the right. Another new runner. Makes one man miss. Still on his feet with about 6 Bethany defenders around him. Finally goes down. And that's Travion Mays for Tecumseh.
That was a really good stop. He had a lane over there on the right side. You know, I was looking at the play clock. That's the second time I've seen it do that. It stopped at 2:15, and it sat there, then went right to 2:10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game clock?
Yeah.
Yep. They keep doing a little drain off there. If nobody's noticing, we'll just keep on doing it. Minute 50 and counting on the clock. 2nd and 5 here for Tecumseh from the 9. Hand off, right side. Twisting and turning, trying to get into the end zone for one score. Travion Mays. Some new legs out there moving the ball here for Tecumseh. And they get a little bit closer to trying to get one little score. Take that shutout off the board here. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line of the Broncos. It's a handoff to Mays, and he's in. Tecumseh scores. They will not be denied from scoring at least one touchdown here today. Minute 06 left to play, and Tecumseh gets on the board. It's 48-6.
Man, that took them almost the entire duration of the fourth quarter.
But they did it.
That one in.
By goodness. Almost felt a little bit like Bethany kind of gave it to him. Not gonna lie. But hey, we already discussed, and now we're down I-40 is worth a touchdown, so we had to give it to him. Extra point, good there from the kicker, Ben Falcon. What a name. 48-7. Score on the scoreboard. With 1:05 remaining, take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Bethany football, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here in Bethany, Oklahoma, to watch the Bethany Broncos take on the Tecumseh Savages here at Southern Nazarene University Stadium. Minute 05 left on the clock here. 48-7 is the score. Bethany having a smashing good time. Can I call a whole game like that? Just one day? I'm going to get some people calling into the 1-800 hotline that we have on the screen. Call now.
Yeah, I've been watching Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. You're a wizard, Harry.
If you guys want us to talk like that, we will.
48-7, the score here. Kick off, bounces out of bounds behind the 10. Flags come out, illegal procedure. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. Believe that means they get the ball at the 30, 35, 40. It's different at every level, I forget. Chain gang is walking.
Oh, it wouldn't. A good
35.
kick that.
Good kick right there. Really smashed it right through the upright, he did.
Rolling just like a buggy.
Right, good one. Little bit of bangers and mash. Take the lift up to the lorry, mate. All right, if we have any viewers, we're losing them now.
Take the lift up to the lorry.
Minute 05 left. Bethany going to have one more drive just for funsies. Betting we're going to see a QB kneel on here looking like that shotgun victory formation with McLaren back there, and that's exactly what we'll see. He knees it down at the 29. Pretty much does it. Clock is at a minute and continues to count. So easy win for Bethany. 48-7. Assuredly should be the final score here. Got Medill coming to town next week for senior night. And again, a matchup that on paper heavily favors the Broncos, maybe even more so than they were favored in this one. So we'll be looking forward, hopefully, to another win next week for Bethany when we come back here to Southern Nazarene University Football Stadium. Same bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m., Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll be back to see the Broncos take on Medill next week for their final regular season game. Until then, Philip Rodriguez, Brendan Rodriguez, Jordan Rodriguez, and Keegan Honorary Rodriguez.